When I'm working with many of my clients, I often suggest that I sit in on team meetings, because team meeting is a great microcosm to see how a team and a leader interact. And I'm a passionate believer that how a team does one thing is how a team often does everything. So team meetings are a great sort of vision or window into the team dynamics. And when I observe teams, often I find there's some general challenges teams often face, and I sometimes use a model which are called 3Ds to help talk to teams and leaders about how they can be more productive in their team meetings. And the 3Ds are basically this idea of debate, decide, and deliver. So in a team meeting, typically you spend a lot of time, and you should spend a certain amount of time discussing, sharing ideas, bringing information into the team, discussing those ideas, debating, building a sense of new understanding, and that allows the team to generate their collective intelligence. So debating is a really good activity, and it should be really encouraged. Active debate, challenge is and even some level of minor conflict is a sign of a healthy team. So debate, really good. But it's very important then that when the debate finishes, and it should finish, that you get to the second D, which is decision, decide. So debate, decide. And again, you see many teams that love debate, but don't ever really get to, okay, so what are we going to do about this? So make sure there are key decisions taken. Chances are you'll have members of your team and your organisation outside that room that are waiting for a decision to be made, and sort of kicking the can down the road for another 6 months or another couple of weeks isn't going to help the organisation. So your leaders are there to make decisions. So debate, then decide. Make sure those decisions are minuted, are really clear what's been decided, so that people are armed to go out of that meeting to effectively operationalise the decision. And the final D, and this is the one that I think a lot of teams often miss, is delivery. Leaders will say, okay, we've decided, go forth and sort of make it so. And then what happens then is, through successive layers of sort of management in the organisation, these things get a bit denuded, and to the point where people say, well, how are we actually going to do this? And it has to go back upstairs, sort of metaphorically. So it's very important leaders also take responsibility, not just for the decision, but also to make sure that effectively there is a plan to deliver. So who, what, when, how, what's the accountability? So when we come back next time in this meeting, we're clear we've made progress. So it's really important that delivery is something that is also owned and is accountable to that leadership team. It's not just sort of passed down into the organisation. So debate, decide, but really importantly, make sure you deliver. Thank you.